What's going on, YouTube? We back here with another reaction, man. So this guy decided to burn down the whole warehouse. Burn the whole warehouse to the ground. What will make somebody do something like this, man? I don't know, man. But we finna get right into this reaction and we gonna see what's going on.
Now at noon, we are following breaking news from Ontario.
Look
An
at all that
employee
fire.
has
Oh
been
my
taken into
God.
custody on suspicion of starting this massive warehouse fire. Thank you for joining us on the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Samantha Cortese. That fire raged for several hours, tearing through the 1 million square foot building. Officials believe that was set intentionally. KTLA's Chip Yost is live in Ontario with more information. Hi, Chip.
Yeah, and this is a massive fire because the warehouse this was in was massive. We're in the car here so we can show you a live look from the roof cam. Look over here. You see firefighters still on those ladders trying to fight this fire. As we pull out here, you can just see how big of a task that is. This is a warehouse for Kimberly-Clark. They are a company you might not know by name, but you definitely probably know some of their products and have used some of their products. As we tell you about that, let's take a look at some video from earlier. This was an intense fire in part because of what was...
Oh my God, look at all of that smoke. Like, bro, like, what would make you do something like this, bro? Like, the job wasn't paying you enough, man. Like, you just burned down the whole warehouse, man. Like, people gotta feed their kids, bro. People gotta pay bills, bro. Like, come on, like, bro, this where people make their money at, bro. You was thinking about yourself when you did this. You wasn't thinking about other people, man. That's a crab in the bucket mentality, bro. That's crazy work, man. Like, you're gonna be mad for a couple hours of what happened, you know what I'm saying? Now, you got this big fire, bro, to where, like, in the future, bro, it's bad for you, bro. Like, how you gonna get another job? Like, they got you down in paperwork, you know what I'm saying, for doing something like this. You try to apply for another job, bro, they not finna accept you, bro, for doing stuff like this, man. Come on, man, you gotta do better out here, man. For sure, dude, man. This is crazy work.
was inside that warehouse. Kimberly-Clark owns brands like Kleenex and Scott paper towels. So this warehouse, this 1.2 million square foot warehouse was full of paper products like that. We don't know exactly what was in there, but we know Kimberly-Clark owns Kleenex. They own Scott paper towels, Cottonelle toilet paper. So those kinds of products, just think how quickly they can go up, and they went up very quickly according to firefighters. They got a call here.
Man, that fire went up less than 15 to 20 minutes. Paper towels and all that in there. What? That went into flames quick, man. That was quick right there. I know everybody that was in that warehouse, they took off. Because, man, if I was in there, I would have been the first one out. Fire what? I would have smelled any smoke. I would have ran for the exit. I'm gone.
This is on Hellman Avenue here in Ontario. They got a call here to this warehouse at around 12:30 this morning. When they got here, they initially thought it was maybe a small isolated fire and that the sprinklers would help them get it under control. They quickly realized it wasn't the case. There was fire spread out through the whole warehouse, so they had to retreat outside of the warehouse, get firefighters out of there because it was too dangerous. At the time,
oh my God,
they thought somebody or heard.
Look how big of a fire that is. He said 1.2 million square feet. Look how big that is, bro. That's a whole football field damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole football field, bro. Tyreek Hill could run on, you feel me, 100 yards on that fire. That's a big fire, bro. Like, man, this is crazy, bro. Like, I can't believe somebody would do something like this. Like, I never thought in the world that somebody would burn the whole warehouse down, bro. I seen in that little clip, like, somebody knocked down, like, the whole warehouse. Like, they knocked all the stuff down, you know what I'm saying? Like, that could be replaced, you know what I'm saying? They could just put all that stuff back together. But just burn everything, like, all the products, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro, that's like a lot of money. Like, yeah, he's cooked. Bro is cooked.
somebody might be missing. There are 20 employees working at the time. They thought one might be missing. Later turns out that person wasn't missing. That person was a suspect. They believe this was a case of arson.
Oh, yeah, he
more
missing.
on that.
He better be missing.
We've located
They know your address and all
the
that, bro.
subject
You
of
was working
interest.
here.
They were detained. They were taken into custody, and they have been interviewed by the Ontario Police Department and the Ontario Fire Department's arson investigators. That individual was, in fact, our original missing person that was originally reported by the occupants of the building.
Now this is some of the assistance they've been getting. Look at this. This is a robotic firefighting tool from the LA City Fire Department. They've had more than 140 firefighters on this from multiple departments. LA City sent that robot firefighting device you see there over to help out. Here's more on how that thing could help.
It is a fire suppression resource that we can send into a dangerous area where it is not safe to deploy a firefighter to make a better, more pinpoint attack on the seat of the fire inside of the structure, again, to where we can't place a firefighter in danger.
Now here's another issue going on. This is a live look
at
that plume of smoke over this fire.
It looked like 1,000 people
throughout the entire.
It looked like 1,000 people just in there, just off the zod, just. Like, you could just look over there and be like, dang, they got the cooks over there. Like, you know what I mean? How much smoke that is, man. That's a lot of smoke right there, man. Hopefully the people in the neighborhood, you feel me, their lungs and stuff like that is all right. Because you don't want to be breathing in this type of smoke, man. That's bad for you.
Area when I first got here, stopped at a shopping center a couple of miles away, and you could smell the smoke. Ashes were everywhere, and that's the case for the surrounding community. So they're obviously trying to get this fire out, or at least get the smoke out. It's contained, the fire is contained, but trying to do what they can as we go back over here and look at some of the water being put on the fire, do what they can to get that smoke out, because it is causing some air quality issues here in the surrounding community, as you might expect. For now, reporting here in Ontario, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
So yeah, man. So this guy decided to burn down the whole warehouse, man. That's like, come on, man. You gotta do better, bro. Like you was gonna be mad for like a couple hours, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the next day you was gonna be mad too, bro. But you ain't had to set the whole warehouse on fire, bro. That's a big warehouse. Like, come on, man. You could have just like, you could have fought the boss, or you could have kicked over some tissue or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just did something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's crazy. You feel me? You can't trust a person like this, bro. He'd be dating your sister, right? And your sister wouldn't want to be with him no more. And you know what I'm saying? Late night, he a creep, bro. He a creep. He'll burn her whole house down while she in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't trust nobody like this, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, that's another reaction, man. And we out.